Good Monday afternoon. Thanks for joining us here on 9 News Plus. I'm 9 News Weather Impact Team meteorologist Keely Chalmers with a look at your forecast. And we are in store for a couple of very comfortable days. And then come the middle of the week, things heat up once again. And we're talking about near record high temperatures, but that's not until Wednesday. So let's just talk about today because it's pretty pleasant. Temperatures quite a bit cooler than even normal for this time of the year. Here's a live look out over Fort Morgan. A few clouds, and that is about it. We're staying dry. We'll take you on a little tour. Here's Akron. And yeah, no problems. We've got lots of sunshine right now outside the 9 News studios. We're at 81 degrees. Winds are light out of the northwest, 4 miles per hour. Now those northwesterly winds, really it's the northerly component of those winds are going to impact that wildfire smoke and certainly going to help the metro area, the I-25 corridor, but down south, especially along the western slope, the southwest corner of the state, the San Juans, and even the southern plains. We'll see some smoke and haze due to the wildfires. Hey, does it feel a little bit like fall out there? Well, here's a taste of fall. Tonight is the last 8 p.m. sunset of 2025. Yes, that sun is going to be setting earlier and earlier, and at some point it's going to set before 5 o'clock this winter. So of course we are in the midst of the we're actually starting to kind of ease our way. I guess we shouldn't be in the midst. We're easing our way into fall weather. Also happens, speaking of fall weather, 51 degrees. That was the overnight low, so the morning low, and it marked the coolest morning since June 18th at DIA, which is where the official highs and lows in Denver are taken. So again, yeah, certainly starting to feel a bit like fall. School starts this week. My kids are going back to school this week. So again, pretty typical, although things will change on Wednesday as we get you right on back to summer type weather. But hey, cooler and drier for today and tomorrow. We're heating up midweek and the storms return next week. And current temperatures, not sure what's going on with this map. I'm going to take it back a little bit, see if we can kind of get into there again. Still can tell you about the current temperatures, but the map color is a little odd. Anyway, there we go. We got the regular temperatures there and the regular colors. We're at 83 in Greeley, 79 at DIA. We're at 81. We talked about that in 9 News. 83 in Fort Collins, up in the high country, 80 degrees in Eagle, 87 degrees in Grand Junction. So our forecast high for this metro area, 83 degrees. We do have some isolated storms in the forecast, but mainly south and east of the metro area. Winds out the north-northeast about 10 to 20 miles per hour. Forecast highs again, a little bit cooler than our normal high, which is 88 degrees. We're looking at temperatures in the 70s and low 80s across the plains, 60s and 70s in the mountains, still in the 90s out across the western slope, and where crews are battling both the elk and the leaf fires, which are growing. So again, the good news, the fire weather looks to be a little bit better today. We'll talk more about that, but take a live look radar. We expected this, but those storms starting to fire up south of I-70 and east of I-25 for the most part. That'll be kind of the trend as we head through the afternoon and into the evening hours. This is 5 o'clock. Again, we're going to see some strong to severe storms pop up across the south and eastern, basically quadrant of the state, and then moving out and clearing out, and we're waking up to sunny skies. But for the metro area, we are staying dry today. We do have an air quality alert to talk about for the I-25 urban corridor. It is for high levels of ozone. Out west, again, it is due to the wildfire smoke, and both of those going through tomorrow. The wildfire smoke until 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, ground ozone as well till about 4 o'clock tonight. But again, that could get extended likely tomorrow as well, as will likely the wildfire smoke air quality alert out across the western slope. Winds gusting, they're going to pick up a bit, gusting up to 20 miles per hour, 20 plus miles per hour in and around Grand Junction across the western slope, but not like what we saw last week, I'd rather, with 40 plus mile per hour wind gusts out there. So that's really great news for the firefighters and crews trying to get a handle on those wildfires burning out across the western slope. And the weather, certainly the temperature is a little bit cooler today. That helps. The bad news is that we are going to get those temperatures back up into the 90s, upper 90s, close to triple-digit heat on Wednesday. So that will certainly dry things out and make firefighting efforts a little bit tougher. But by this weekend, things will cool down, and we do have some storms in the forecast, hopefully giving us a little bit of rain. Of course, we'll always watch out for that lightning, which isn't always the best when it comes to wildfires. Don't want any more wildfires to start. Smoke and forecast, there you go. You can see your haze moving through, and again, I talked about those northerly, northwesterly winds bringing that smoke down across the western slope. But here in the metro area, just dealing with a haze. Mostly sunny tomorrow, high of 88 degrees. We're going to get temperatures in the 80s, low 90s across the plains. So a little bit warmer tomorrow, getting close to normal. As this ridge of high pressure builds in, that is going to bring us some near record heat as we head into the middle part of the week. We're looking at upper 90s Wednesday and Thursday, and I am not sure what is totally going on with my graphics. I'm going to go back and give you this. I think it's just kind of slow to load right now. You know, it's a Monday for everybody, including our 7-day. But anyway, well, there we go. I think we're starting to get it. There it comes. It is certainly a Monday, even when it comes to the graphics. Temperatures climbing into the mid to upper 70s Wednesday and Thursday, so getting close to record high temperatures. 95 on Friday. We have a chance for some afternoon showers and storms Saturday and Sunday with highs in the low 90s. That is a quick look at your weather on this Monday afternoon. Thanks so much for joining us here on 9 News Plus. I'm 9 News Weather Impact Team Meteorologist Keely Chalmers. Have a great day.